Yay! Okay, hello. Right, I want to read about Glasgow. There's a massive big. There's something happened. Basically, it's saying Glasgow drives huge fall in serious violent crime across Scotland. That's not big news. There's like pictures of knives, and it's saying that falling levels of serious violent crimes in the west of Scotland have driven a reduction across the country across the past decade. Over the last 10 years, basically, the knife crimes went crazy. And it says the serious assault and attempted murder cases fell at 1.35% in Scotland between 2008 2009, and then 89% dropped in around the west. And then there was 1,872 attempted murders and serious assaults in Glasgow, and which was compared to 900 2 years before. It follows the analysis of more than 1,000 police case files in a 10-year period. The study also found serious assaults. Now, it's more like acid attacks, they're saying, and alcohol factor. They're saying alcohol's basic. The study shows that nearly 2/3 of serious assaults having involved drink. Other findings include the proportion of crimes occurring in the public settings have remained steady, with most 70% taken in public. So 70% of people are stabbing each other in public. Okay. Then there's 80% are still against a male victim. The total number of cases fell. 41% there was still a number of female victims. Most male victims are seriously assaulted by an acquaintance, 55%, or stranger, 23%. It says, while female victims are more likely to be assaulted by a partner, ex-partner, or relative, 52%, which I'm not surprised at that at all. That's crazy, like 52%. A separate study over the same period highlighted the reduction of proportion of younger offenders convicted of certain violent crimes, as well as the overall fall in convictions. Scotland Yard, blah 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 blah. They don't do anything positive relationships. They're not going to do anything. Like, everybody's killing each other. They don't give a fuck. Like, it's like daylight. You're getting stabbed. 52% of the lassies getting stabbed is by an ex-boyfriend or a boyfriend, and they just don't do anything. Positive relationships they're talking about. The Justice Secretary added that they're going to try despise this. We are working closely with police and others to tackle violence wherever it persists. That includes keeping women and girls equally safe. Because we're the ones getting fucked all the time and fucking attacked. You're not keeping us safe, you're talking shit. Mr. Yusuf, of course, Mr. Yusuf, that's a very Glaswegian name, you know, said the government has strengthened the law to give the police and prosecutors greater powers to tackle domestic abuse while promoting positive relationships with young people. Don't know what they're talking about. Glasgow is rife for domestic abuse. And then there's Scots involved up for money, deaf people left behind. Why you can trust the BBC? No, you cannot. You cannot trust it. Cuckoo from the very beginning. What a lot of shite. Let me see. Where was the story I wanted to see? You'll never Indian or Caribbean enough. Korean goes viral. Could music festival be good for your health? The ISIS bride living in Syria's camp. That she keeps coming up. Then a boy thrown. This is just top stories in Glasgow. Sister of gunman dead in Ohio shooting. That's in America. But she was I think she was Scottish, the sister. And then it says boy 6 thrown from 10th floor of Tate Modern. Then the Texas Walmart shooting, domestic terrorism, is that's on here as well. Don't know why it's in Scotland news. Scotland, Glasgow and West, right, let me see. Fucking crazy shit. BBC's fake news. Oh, I know it's total fake news, but it's still telling you, like, it's still saying that about the amount of murders. BBC's fucking complete fake news. It's propaganda, it's lies, and it's all ran by a certain tribe of people, and they all have a certain agenda to kind of throw their shit about. And BBC is disgusting. They've been exposed several times. You'll probably know, Graham, but they've never, like, look what they've done with Jimmy Savile. Do you know what I mean? We covered for Jimmy Savile, and he got knighted, but nobody ever, like, everybody always says, oh yeah, BBC, they're this, they're that, but they never actually explain what they are. I know what they are. They're all from the certain tribe. It's like, you know how, like, in America you've got, like, the news station that's I can't remember what it's called. The one that's the good. There's the Fox, and then there's the leftist one, and beside it there was a picture and they all had Zionist. Yeah, royal family. Yeah, well, the royal family, they knighted Jimmy Savile because he was giving young girls. I know this sounds crazy. But how come, right? He was giving young girls, this was a known fact, he was going round to, like, children's homes and picking vulnerable young girls, and he was giving them to somebody in the royal family. That's why he got knighted from the royal family. So there's somebody in the royal family that's a paedophile, but we don't know who. And we've all been trying to find out. The BBC's a lot worse than that. Oh, 100% Rainpipe. The BBC is disgusting. See what they done with Jimmy Savile. The fact that they covered for him for years. He literally would get naked, stripped. He raped so many little girls and so many little boys inside the studio. They're all from the same tribe of people. Do you get what I'm saying? They're all Zionists. They're all... People say the elite or the globalists or they're this or they're that. Do you get what I mean? But we know what... You know what I'm talking about. We know who they are. And they're the people that cover for child abuse and sex rape, and they push, you know, certain agendas all the time. Oh, 100%. Yeah, Graham, I know. Like, see, when I say it though, people think I'm crazy, but 100% the royal family were getting children from Jimmy Savile. Why do you think they knighted him? He was a nonce, and he was giving someone in the royal family children to rape. And there was children that were killed. Like, there was a little girl, and she was talking on the one of the documentaries, and she said that nobody would go out in the boat with Jimmy because they knew if they went in the boat they would never come back, and little girls and little boys would just disappear. And he would give them to famous politicians, the royal family, everybody. It was disgusting. Yeah. Do you know James Fountain? And do you know what's disgusting as well? That George Clooney. Do you know he had a house in Greece, right? He sold his house in Greece because it was too dangerous because of all the migrants. Then he went back to Hollywood, and, like, he turned around and he was like, yeah, open borders, it's safe, blah blah blah, even though he knew the truth. And he turned around, and I wanted to punch him in the face. He said, one of the reporters says, how do you feel about people that don't read newspapers? And he said, I think they're ignorant and stupid. No, the only time I'll read a newspaper is to look at how bullshit and the lies they spread and the way they spin things. It's all fake. It's all lies. You're looking at just lies. They literally put lies in the paper. Like, when that woman in the burqa was chasing that lesbian, they wrote a woman chased... they didn't write she was a Muslim woman. They twist everything. Everything is a lie. In the UK, we have to say Asian for Muslim. How they're not a race. It's so fucked up. Yeah, no, I totally... your life will be better for it. It will, trust me, because I've stopped and I just watch alternative news and it's so much better. The BBC I do not watch. I will never watch. I'm not paying money to fucking paedophiles. And there's a whole bunch of people in the UK that have signed up like this. It's a sign, and, like, there's women that have been sexually abused and they're like, I'm not fucking paying money to paedophiles and people that cover for paedophiles. Why should I? And they knew about this. There's been sexual abuse going on in the BBC with a lot of them for fucking years. And they're disgusting. They're kind of like the Hollywood of the UK, but they're, like, fat and old and minging, and they're raping children inside of this building. and they've got a statue that, even when the Catholic Church found out about the statue, the Catholic Church removed all of the statues. The guy that done the statue, it's a picture, it's a man, and he's naked, and he's got a little boy in front of him covering his willy that's naked. And when the Catholic Church found out the guy had been having an incestuous relationship with his daughter without her consent, raping her son, his son as well, raping animals, raping like just children, just disgusting fucking, the most sick things ever. The Catholic Church ripped all the statues down. The BBC refused. They've still got it in the front of their building. That says everything you need to know about the BBC. They're just paedophiles and paedophile defenders. They're disgusting, honestly. And they expect us, like, people go to prison if they don't pay their BBC licence. And it's like, what? So we have to pay for paedophiles? I don't fucking think so. No, I'm not doing it. Like, no, I don't watch the BBC anyway, so they can fuck off. But yeah, like, it's just disgusting. And then, like, you get idiots like George Clooney saying, oh, if you don't read the paper, then you're ignorant. No, George Clooney, you were in Greece, your children or whoever, your nieces were over, and they nearly got attacked and raped, and that's why you sold your house and moved back to Hollywood, because you said it was unsafe. Then you're like, oh, for all happy for open borders in Hollywood. So you talk so much shit because you weren't happy for open borders in Greece when your nieces nearly got raped, were you? No, you weren't. Fucking asshole. I hate people that know the truth, and then see if you know the truth. It's different if you don't know, but see if you know, and then you turn your back on the truth and kind of do it. That is, you're basically kissing Jesus on the cheek. You're being a Judas. It's evil. It's disgusting. And they make me sick. They really do. And Glasgow Scotland was founded by Masons and secret societies and everything, and it's just disgusting when you look at the history. But there was some good parts, like obviously, like I'm talking about years ago with William Wallace and then Mary Queen of Scots. But recently it's just been fucking the BBC, Holyrood, that's in Edinburgh, ken what I mean, like, and that's the AIDS capital. They're all disgusting in Edinburgh. I hate them. Glasgow's the west side. I'm the west side, and they're like the east side, and we hate them because they're just and we're just, there's just acid. They're covering everything up, like all the acid attacks. Like, oh yeah, knife crimes went down. What about rape and acid attacks? That has went skyrocketing up. Gang rape has went up. They even talk about trying to protect females, but they just, again, cover it up. It's so pathetic. It really is pathetic. Oh, I hated the whole thing with Jimmy Savile. See, when I read it all, it was so disgusting. Like, I got nightmares from it. Like, it was really disgusting. Very, very sick. Very sick. Because, like, what he done to those children. Ugh. And it wasn't just him, you know. Makes me feel sick. It was a fucking paedophile ring. And there's still people out there that, you know, have done it and they've got away with it. It's just, again, disgusting. Very disgusting. And what else does it say? Just usual bullshit. Like, I don't read the shit news. It's like complete, like, propaganda and news. Then you go and you check on the Tommy Robertson website, and that's like, he's got his own agenda, and it's like, well, where are you fucking meant to get actually news? So annoying. Britain First is quite good. They're really good, but they get called Nazis and stuff but they're not. They just it's just because they are completely Britain first. They're like, no, British people first, everybody out. There was an acid attack near Malthouse in Cumbernauld last year. Was shocked as there wasn't much crime there. Yeah, that is shocking, Graham. There was an acid attack near Joltis in Cumbernauld. Aye, that is shocking actually, because there's no much crime in Cumbernauld. Cumbernauld isn't that bad for acid attacks, by the way. You know how, because obviously if you're Cumbernauld, what's it called? Cumbernauld. We used to get that advert. But in Glasgow, Southside, that's where I'm from. And I had to do a white flight out of there. My family moved me out. Because obviously, you know what it's like now. It's just packy shields, bollock shows. Just it's fucking mental. And that's usually where the acid attacks are. But Cumbernauld an acid attack. That's crazy. I think I've read about something about that. There was a young hairdresser on. She had red hair. She was a beautiful young lassie, and she broke up with this guy. He was a Muslim guy, and he fucking poured acid on her. It was near. It might not have been the same one, but that's fucked up, Graham. I've not looked into mainstream media for 3 or 4 years. It's just a waste of time. Like I said, the only time I do Harry is like, see if it's if I'm sitting on the bus. I'll just pick up the paper for a laugh and I'll read it and I'll be like, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And like, I mean, the other day I was sitting reading it and they said that there was down in Birmingham, there was a bomb exploded and it killed a mother of 3. And it was because a Muslim, was making a bomb and he blew the bomb up as he was trying to make it. But it killed the mother of 3 and the 3-year-old downstairs as well, which was fucking sick. But they tried to cover all that up in the paper. You have to try and read between the lines. How you doing, Evelyn? Oh, I have a wrench, your doll. Yeah, I gave you a wrench. Is it feeling strong? Why do these girls fuck Muslims? I don't. It's a lot of them get groomed. What happens, Harry, is I saw it at school, and a lot of the girls get groomed from a very young age. The Cumbernauld adverts on YouTube. Is it? What's it called? Cumbernauld. We used to get taught. See, it's like in Glasgow, it would come on the TV all the time. But to answer your question, Harry, a lot of young girls get groomed from a very young age. Like, I would be at school, like, at 13, and you'd see, like, these guys coming in big BMWs and picking, like, up young girls and, like, giving them, like, money and all this. And, like, they groom them and they pick on, like, girls that don't have a mum or a dad, or like, do you know what I mean, don't have much money, and they pick vulnerable ones that they know, like, because my mum and dad would be like, well, where are you going, what are you doing, like, so they pick ones that they know that they can do it to. Do you get what I mean? Like, they know, they pick their victims, and the girls end up getting fucking raped and fucked up, and then they end up stuck with these guys, and it's just, it's horrible, it's a shame. And then if they leave them, they get fucking acid attacked. It's crazy. I can't believe the old Cumbernauld adverts on YouTube. That's a brilliant advert, by the way. What's it called? Cumbernauld. And it was like a wee shopping centre, and it would be like, dun, dun, what's it called? Cumbernauld. And we'd all shout it, and we'd be like, what's it called? Cumbernauld. It was well funny. Class. That's amazing. I want to see it. It was good. The Cumbernauld. What's it called? Cumbernauld. I look. Oh, wait, here, wait. Do you want to see it? Wait. This is so funny. Wee, mind the bridge. Oh no, it stopped when it descends. And it showed you the wee bridge, and it was, there's a place, blah blah blah. Look how old it looks. I keep saying, what's it called? Cumbernauld. That is so funny. That is so funny. What's it called? It's Cumbernauld. That is so funny. I can't believe I found that on YouTube. Graham, you're mental. How did you know that was up there? That is too funny. What's it called? Cumbernauld. Nah. Oh, fucking crazy news. Like, did you hear about the woman that got set on fire in Glasgow and all? See, on the south side, a woman came running out. She was in 20s. She came running out of the house, set on fire. And see, because like we've got two police forces, we've got the Muslim police force, and then we've got like our own police force. And basically, the Muslim police force went in and told the normal police there's nothing wrong, so they fucked off. And then the Muslim police force came out and says, look, she was a good girl, and good girls don't talk. She wouldn't want anything to be said, so just leave it at that. Like, somebody set her on fire and killed her, and the Muslim police force, like Sharia law, basically said, no, you have to keep out of it. So we've got to deal with two different police forces in Glasgow. It's fucking crazy. Crazy. But Harry, no all asses, trust me, because Glasgow's a big, where I live, west of Scotland's a big place, and English people call us racist, but it's not, it's we just fight back more. The English are cucks, like a lot of English people are fucking cucked, and I'm not talking about the Northerners are fucking strong, and they're like more like Scottish people, but down south a lot of them are fucking meh. And they'll just sit and be like, yeah, like leftists and do whatever, do you know what I mean? And just let them get raped and attacked and whatever. It's fucking crazy. Oh, what? Seriously, they built a mosque in Cumbernauld for all the 200. No, Graham, I know you're laughing, darling, but don't laugh, because that's just the start. I know you're laughing, babe, but it's just the start. The only news I follow is from Independence. Yeah, exactly. And even then, I'm very choosy. I get what you mean, James. Like, yeah, I check online and I check, like, because some of them, they can be spreading false news. But Graham, like, I know you're laughing about it, right? But seriously, like, I remember laughing in Glasgow when they were building mosques. But no, I'm not laughing now. I've had to move. Do you know what I mean? I'm in East End now, and it's like, I got pushed out because they just they multiply. Next minute, you're like, the fuck? Like, I went round the corner and they're building a big mosque. It's like a fucking, it looks like a swimming pool. It's that big. And they're building them over the churches. They're shutting all the churches down. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, like there's quite a few independent news sources I follow that are good. Like some that like I hate, like some of them are good. Obviously, like Avi Yemeni and all that kind of stuff. I know they've got their own agenda. I don't follow them. Then, like I said, like Britain First. Other people have got Kova. Kova Kermit. How you doing, Graham? Breathing like rats. Yeah, Graham. Exactly. That's very true. Very true. Very, very true. And like Trump said, there's rats everywhere. But that's just Scotland. He's already slagged Scotland and said, like, he's already said about how Majid Khan, the way, like, all of our leaders are Muslim. And it's like, what the fuck, we're in Scotland? Why do we have Muslim leaders? Why do we have Muslim police force? Why do we have this? Why do we have that? It's fucking crazy. It's just not right. It's fucked up. Totally fucked up. But that is life. But like I said, a 20-year-old woman the other day got fucking set on fire and nothing we can do about it. We're not allowed to ask questions. Not allowed to ask anything. Just this woman was fucking, she probably took her headscarf off or something, probably wanted to be a bit western, and she got set on fire for honour killing, and that's it. She probably fucking done fuck all. She probably didn't do the dishes, and she got set on fire. She was 20 years old. It was a pure sin. Pure screaming, set on fire. But yes, that is the way things are going right now. It's fucking gayness. Gayness. I was watching as well on TV, not TV, YouTube, and there was Mr. Atheist on, and he was talking about like, we're going to be like debunking like all these Christians and blah blah blah, and I was like, oh, like, is that, can you not do anything better? Like, go away, like, seriously. Just because like he's an atheist, why does he have to debunk like every religion and like kind of be such an asshole about it as well? Like, it's so annoying. It's like, okay, like you're an atheist, but why are you making a whole channel called Mr. Atheist and fucking just abusing every single person? Like, I understand religion is the cause of all fucked upness, but some religions like Christianity might actually help some people if they keep it in it. If people keep it to themselves and don't force it in anyone's face, I don't see a problem with people being religious. Or like, not religious, you know what I mean, like, kind of, if they've got their own beliefs, that's fine, as long as they keep it to themselves. They're not wearing any fucking crazy things on their head, like bin fucking lamppost shit, and they just keep their own private beliefs, then that's fine. Like, if people want to believe in fucking, what was it, see in Glasgow, remember there was a bunch of people that were believing they were, is it no Ewoks, it was something crazy, it was something to do with Star Trek or something like that, and Rastafarians, and you could put that in the census, you could identify as a Rastafarian. So fucking, if you want to do that, let them, but like, I just don't think, why are people, like, you're not, it's illegal for us to walk around with a hood. I put this on Twitter, I can't wear a hood, right, and cover my face in the snow, and I have to because it's so cold my face would freeze, right, and in minus, I'm talking like -5, can't put my hood up, can't cover my face, yet people can go around in burqas. How the fuck is that fair? And if there's two of you in a hood, you get separated, wearing tracksuits and all this kind of stuff. The new laws are crazy, it's fucked up. Bella Ricci, hi darling. How you doing, Bella Ricci? I never seen you there. But yeah, like the new law, like you can't put your hood up, and it's like, what the fuck? Like when I used to go to work, like I would wear a black jacket. It wasn't like a track or anything. I'd have my hood up, and I'd have to put my scarf around my face like that, because if you didn't, you know, that way it's like that nippy cold because it was -5. And now like they're saying if you do that, if there's two of you, you'll get arrested. Where there's been proven cases of men wearing burqas and like using them to get passports and like doing crimes and all this crazy stuff. So it's like, what the fuck? How the one rule for you and another for everybody else? It's fucked up. So fucked up. So messed up, man. It's totally messed up. And my Twitter, so have you seen the new Twitter? Like, I didn't want to change it, right, because I seen Nick Fuentes had said on his thing, like, don't update your Twitter, because he says the second he'd updated it was like, no, and he was trying to make it go back, but I didn't know, and it just updated anyway, and it's like fucking, I don't know, it doesn't really bother me, it looks just kind of the same, it's just a bit annoying. I don't really use Twitter that much anyway, I just do it to shitpost. I'll just post boring shit. And then Facebook, nobody really uses Facebook anymore. It's like just for boomers and shit. And then like my mum uses it, and things like that. Do you know what I mean? And then who else? Like, what other sites? Instagram. I use Instagram for photos. That's just a stupid thing. But yeah. Yeah. I need to check my message to signs. I just saw I had a message. Wait, 2 seconds. I've never been on Twitter. Yeah, you never have, Bella Ricci. But you should. I think you should. I think Bella Ricci should. I always wear a hood when I'm out. Never had the police bother me. Those 6 foot and 17 would probably scare them. I fucking right. Proud of you, Graham. I wear my hood up all the time anyway. But it's big. It says if there's 2 or more of you, like in a gang. Do you know what I mean? But I don't give a fuck. I wear my hood because I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I put my hood up. See if I fix my hair and my makeup and all that, I'm not going out to get fucking frozen. Do you know what I mean? So obviously I put my hood up. I don't give a fuck. They can fuck themselves. And if I get pulled over, I'm like, in what? I've got my hood up, so I'm not committing a crime. I don't have any drugs on me, so leave me alone. I have Facebook and that's it. Oh, 6 foot, fuck's sake. That I can't. That's crazy. Height. You're like massive. That is mad. Right. Well, I just came online to do like the stream about what was going on in Glasgow. So thank you very much.